Hello, and you're very welcome to our coverage of the FAI Harp Lager Cup Final from Lansdowne Road between Derry City and Sligo Rovers. It's the 73rd final, the first between two sides from the northwest, and it's a pity that such a great occasion should be spoiled by a really terrible day's weather in Dublin. Still, I'm sure, in spite of the bleak scenes there, that the enthusiasm is building up. We'll be going to Jimmy McGee in a few moments for what promises to be one of the best finals in recent years, as Derry City, the League Cup champions, and from the Premier Division, take on the Division 1 champions and Shield winners, Sligo Rovers. Well, with me here to assess the game and give their expert analysis on the match are Ray Tracy, manager of the League of Ireland champions, Shamrock Rovers, and Damien Richardson, manager of runners-up Cork City. But as kick-off time approaches, let's go to Lansdowne Road and to our pitchside reporter, Jimmy McGee, and the conversation, I'm sure, is all about the weather.
It's been raining in Dublin for the last 15 hours non-stop, most of it torrential. It's the sort of early part of the day when referees in all leagues have been asked out to inspect pitches, and Lansdowne Road is no different. Dennis McCarl, you've been out on the pitch. Now, it's playable.
It's excellent, Jimmy. There's a slight piece of surface water on top, but there's nothing for the players or myself to be concerned about. I checked with the FAI this morning and the pitch was inspected at 10:30. I checked it again myself at 1 o'clock this afternoon and everything was all right. No excuses for the players not to enjoy themselves nor myself.
So the ball will roll on it?
The ball will roll and the players should be able to enjoy themselves.
So it'll be long heels today for them?
It'll be long studs for me anyway, Jimmy, and I presume they'll be on the long studs as well.
There's one thing I notice you haven't got in your pocket at this stage, Dennis. You don't have the cards.
No, I leave them in the dressing room, Jimmy, until the last minute.
Oh, would you not leave them in the dressing room all the time?
Oh, no, they're part and parcel of my equipment, Jimmy, and I have to take them with me. That's part of the game.
Dennis McCarl, I wish you well. The first loud man to referee a cup final, are you?
That's right. In 72 years, Jimmy, the first man from the door. Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Dennis McCarl, our big match referee. Well, of course, as you know, it's the 5th FAI Cup final here at Lansdowne Road. Interestingly enough, only one player has scored in each of those cup finals, although the man who scored in the first of that sequence, John Ryan, emulated Maya Dennehy's 1972 feat of scoring a hat-trick. But only one of the hat-trick goals was from play. That goal from play, the goals from Glynn and Tilson and Costello, we put together in this little sequence.
And McDermott's gone on a good run. Still he's there, and Ryan. And still it's Ryan, and the shot brings the goal!
Pretty good, yeah. Pretty good.
But it's not unjust that it's standing at 0-0 at the moment. But there it's gone on to Tommy Keane against Murphy. Good way to get it in. What a sensational goal! And a goal worthy of winning any cup.
Pretty good, yeah. Pretty good.
Now this has come through now, and it's there! Dave Tilson! Rutherford on for Coyle. Shelburne taking the fight to Dundalk. They're struggling now to get men back. Oh, Costello! It's Shelburne's cup after a 30-year wait.
Yes, great years indeed. 4 finals, 8 different teams and 2 new sides involved this year. We'll see how they get on and get the views of our experts after this commercial break. Coverage of the cup final, and with me are Ray Tracy and Damien Richardson. Ray, the big talk about the weather conditions, and surely it must have some impact today.
It will. It's going to make it very, very difficult for defenders. The ball will skid along that surface, and I think what it does do, it'll give Liam Coyle the opportunity to show why he's regarded by probably everybody as the outstanding front player in Ireland. His skill, his control, his close control is very good, so I would expect to see him make an impact on the game.
Is a perfect day for him, is it, Damien?
It is, unless if you look at what happened yesterday in Wembley, Bill, when even the great players of Man United struggled for 40-45 minutes to come to terms with the conditions. It'll be a test for defenders, but it'll quicken up the game, I think, and that will suit Derry, one would imagine, more than Sligo.
Yeah, but everybody talks as if Derry were the hot favourites, but really Sligo have had a fantastic year as well, haven't they?
And when you look at the cup wins down through the years, luck plays a big part in it. And Sligo have had a very good run in the cup this year. They've struggled through. They beat Cork, actually was their best win, 2-0, I'm afraid to say. But they've scraped through, and that counts for an awful lot in cup football. And on the day, I think, in a cup final day, attitude and a state of mind is more important than skill and ability.
Yeah, but Sligo, of course, have won against the head occasionally against Bohemians. You're not a very popular person, you were telling me, Ray, in Sligo because of your own deeds, as it were, in the cup.
I'm not too popular anywhere, Bill, but
well, I didn't want to say that, but I knew that.
Particularly in Sligo. When I first came home, we won the cup 1-0 on a penalty, and I scored it. So to this day, they're great supporters up there because they don't let you forget anything.
Now, really, as the players come out, just let's reflect on an extraordinary year, really, for both teams. Because when you think of it, Ray, Sligo were on the ropes in the First Division, and Derry were in complete disarray. And who could have predicted that either would be in the cup final?
It would have been a tough one to call, but the job that Tony O'Doherty did since he took over at Derry, who still have serious problems, the job he did was first class, and he deserves as much praise as any manager in Ireland.
But if you read the papers, you hear something to the effect that they could still be put into liquidation, that they have debts of 150,000. How much does that kind of a legacy hang over a team, even on cup final day?
Over the players it won't affect. The players are out there to win a cup medal, and solely that. The problems in the background are really nothing to do with the players. Not for today. They may become so tomorrow.
I don't think in a day like this players worry about anything except the performance. They want to try and enjoy the atmosphere, and obviously the weather's going to affect it this afternoon, unfortunately. But they're going to enjoy the atmosphere, they're going to enjoy the occasion, and everything else goes out the window. And the team that actually gets into the stride first and foremost probably today will be the one to come out on top.
But what about the fact that neither side has played for quite some time? In fact, it's a month since either side have played. That must surely be a big drawback to both of them.
That's a highly unusual set of circumstances, I have to admit, and it has to be accepted. They've both got plenty of full-time professionals. That's one redeeming factor. But really they've played friendly games. They're not an ideal preparation for a cup final, Bill. But in saying that, again, it's part and parcel of what the players have to put up with today and overcome.
But before we continue our conversation, just let me tell you that presentation, the players are now being presented to the mayors of the two cities. Councillor Tony McLaughlin is the mayor of Sligo, and Mrs. Annie Courtney is the mayor of Derry. And of course, Bertie Ahern, the Minister for Finance, they're a well-known soccer follower indeed. And these are the dignitaries being presented to the teams, Michael Hyland there as well. Now, isn't there an extraordinary tradition, Ray, of importing foreign players, not foreign players, but full-time professionals from different leagues into Sligo particularly? Into
Sligo especially, and it's something that's happened with a lot of League of Ireland teams. It's a very costly exercise, and since the advent of the floodlights for Sligo, we're told that it's paying because they get in the crowds. But yes, it is. It's something that's becoming more predominant in League of Ireland football now, and I would often wonder as to whether or not it's good for the game over here.
But I would have thought that if you look at it now, Damien, when you struggle in Cork or Sligo or wherever it might be, Derry, who are going through fairly hard times, and you think of the fact that the marketing of Sligo, changing their day from Sunday to Saturday, and they're getting crowds of more than 8,000 in a town of 20,000. That is an extraordinary achievement, isn't it?
It is indeed. I think soccer in Ireland is changing, Bill. It has to change, and I think we're going to see a lot more Friday night football next season and Saturday evening football.
Well, before we go to Lansdowne Road, a prediction from our experts, Ray.
Derry 2-0.
I think Sligo will score, but I think Derry will get one more. I think 2-1.
Okie doke, unanimous there for Derry as we join our commentator George Hamilton.
Thank you, gentlemen, and welcome to Lansdowne Road. As you've been saying, the weather is not in the favour of anyone here today. It's a steady drizzle that's falling, a steady drizzle that is blowing in from left to right as we will be looking at the match in progress. So it'll be behind whoever happens to be defending the goal at the Havelock Square end. The Derry City team in change colours, they lost the toss to retain their first choice strip, and so they're in a change strip of principally white shirts with red and black flashings and black shorts and white stockings. And there is their team, and it's the strongest team that Tony O'Doherty, who's still their caretaker manager, has put into action. He really doesn't want to continue as the manager. It's a tough and stressful job. He has a full-time job of his own at DuPont to look after, but he has the interest of the club at heart, and that's why he's with them, and that's how he's brought them here. They'll be looking to their top scorer, Liam Coyle, scorer on round 2 against Bray in the Cup, and 11 goals this season in all. Northern Ireland international to lead their attack and hit the Sligo Rovers net. Sligo Rovers back in the Premier Division after a year away. They dominated the First Division, winning the championship and of course the League Shield. Top scorers in the division with 42 goals from their 27 matches, and with the meanest defence having conceded a mere 19 in Division 1 games. Their lineup includes 4 Scots, 1 Australian-born Scot, and Riccardo Gabbiadini, an Italian name, but he was born in Newport in South Wales. So make what you like out of that, but that's the kind of lineup that Sligo are putting into the fray, managed from right back by Willie McStay, 32-year-old Scot. One of them has cup final experience in this country. That's Martin McDonnell, who was in the Sligo Rovers team which won the cup in 1983. He was also a loser in 85 when Galway United went down 1-0 to Shamrock Rovers. Those the Sligo names then. And interestingly, Dermot O'Neill, Derry City's goalkeeper, was a member of the Bohemian side which lost to Sligo Rovers back in 1983. Dermot, 10 years at Bohemians. He's been with Derry City since 1991, and in that time he's missed only 1 game. He won't need reminding that on that day in Dalymount Park, when he was a cup loser with Bows, the weather was not dissimilar to today. Is that an omen in the wind for Sligo Rovers? Match officials, Dennis McArdle, one of the league's most experienced referees, on the FIFA list. Dennis from Dundalk in charge of the game, assisted by John Kelly from Kildare, who'll run the line on the near side, and Paul McKeown from Dublin, who'll be over on the east stand side of the pitch. Donal O'Brien scored the winner in the semi-final against Bohemians. 4 cup goals in all. He scored against Drogheda, and he also got 2 against Bray. And last season, he was the Players' Player of the Year. And there's the manager, distinctive figure, Willie McStay. Very like his brother Paul, his younger brother Paul, Celtic and Scotland regular. Willie, who has transformed Sligo Rovers, having arrived early last season. He really got the team together in this season and has been dominating from the outset in the First Division. Northern Ireland Youth International Peter Hutton, he was apprenticed to Bradford City, but things didn't work out there. Back he came, and he's now firmly established in the Derry side, with one eye on cross-channel once again. Paul Curran missed only 1 league game in 3 seasons for Derry. He was a loser in 1988 with him, but one wonders, will he lift the cup this afternoon? An intriguing prospect for us at Lansdowne Road. Such a shame about the weather, but the pitch is perfect, and the fans are here and they're making plenty of noise. The game is on, and Derry City play from right to left. It's Declan Boyle and Willie McStay. On by Gabbiadini. Sligo, of course, without Ger Houlihan, who at this moment is involved with Armagh against Fermanagh in the Ulster Senior Football Championship. That's been won by Johnny Kenny. The challenge comes in from Donal O'Brien. It's a free kick. The Derry City bench. Now the first free kick of the match. Boyle clipping one into the danger zone. Dykes is up there. Hutton to bring it away, under pressure from Eddie Anand. And Anand wins it back. Declan Boyle. Padraig Moran. Boyle in again. And Gabbiadini in chase, but Gold will see it out. Stuart Gold's been with Derry City since they began in the League of Ireland back in 1985. Involved in both their cup finals, a winner in 89 and a loser in 88. Jack Kay, who was also with Derry from the outset of the League of Ireland, former Shrewsbury player, who's now involved in management with Tony O'Doherty, just scratching his head. And another free kick awarded against Liam Coyle. And Declan Boyle will once again take this free kick. Dykes. And a free kick is awarded. Pushing by the Sligo player. The rain really is incessant. Thoroughly miserable afternoon. Not dissimilar to what prevailed at Wembley yesterday. That's Gold. Kept in play by Paul Kinnaird. A chance now for O'Brien, but the shot was well wide. Stonal O'Brien, he of the 7 goals this season. And the first touch of the ball coming up for Sligo Rovers Scottish goalkeeper Mark McLean. Gabbiadini up. It's Gold now who has to defend. Kept his cool and did well. Joe Lawless. Hutton couldn't quite connect. It's Jerry Carr who's back. That's taken by Vodacam. All a bit frantic in these early stages. Vodacam. And out it goes off Padraig Moran. Well, that gentleman, Mr. Hume, watching with great interest. The whole of the city of Derry is behind this Derry City football team. And what have they got here? Well, Coyle dispossessed the fine challenge. And that'll go through to McLean. It was Padraig Moran who made that telling intervention. The president of Derry City, Mr. Phil Coulter, who lives not a million miles away from here in Bray, but has the club still very much at heart. Now with Kenny. Vodacam there, and puts it behind for the first corner of the match. First corner then to Sligo Rovers. Gavin Dykes has gone up, Declan Boyle too. And here it is, and O'Neill got in among them to make the safe catch. That went out. It seemed off the Sligo player. And a throw for Pascal Vodacam. Liam Coyle in there. Oh, and it's missed them all. And has found its way to Kinnaird. Down he goes, pushed over by McStay, free kick. Well, that was certainly the most dangerous moment so far. The ball whipped in from the right. Lawless missed it. There was certainly danger for Sligo. And still there is, because it's a free kick to Derry City. And McLean organises his defence. Kinnaird takes it. And a glancing header from O'Brien, and put over the top then by Kevin McKeever. There's the free kick coming in. And a glancing header from Kevin McKeever, and over the top at the finish. Kenny. The challenge. Too tough from Willie Hastie. And it's a free kick to Derry City. McStay couldn't direct the header correctly, and it's out of play for a throw in to Derry City. Began his career with Queen's Park and a spell with Celtic and then Partick. Here's Vodacant, who's kept in play by Hutton. But now it's out, throw to Sligo. Sligo Rovers populating the West Stand and making plenty of noise about it. There's one Sligo fan who isn't here, Pat McKiernan. He's been a supporter for 45 years. I know, Pat, you've just gone into Blackrock Click for a job tomorrow. All the best with that from all the fans here. I'm sure nothing would cheer you up more than a victory for Sligo Rovers, but that'll be hard won, indeed, by whoever wins this cup. O'Brien. McStay thought about coming. Two Scots in action together, and down goes Kinnairn, and out comes the card for Willie Hastie. Not dissimilar to the challenge of Eddie Newton that gave Manchester United their first goal yesterday. Came right in underneath and late. And it's a yellow card for the Sligo Rovers midfield man Willie Hastie. And he's employed in the team to put in those telling tackles in the middle of the pitch. And that's exactly what he did on that occasion, but much too vigorously for the liking of the referee. And it's a free kick. And knocked over the top by Kevin McKeever. Goal kick then, Sligo Rovers. Mark McLean once more. O'Brien. We throw to Sligo Rovers. Gabbiadini. And still Gabbiadini. And the challenge is from O'Brien. It's now Anand. Rebounding from Gold. And out for a throw to Sligo Rovers. Once again, it'll be Willie McStay. And it's a free kick awarded to Sligo Rovers. Well, that was a good piece of play by Riccardo Gabbiadini, getting himself into the Derry City penalty area. And it just took the intervention of Donal O'Brien to get it away. But now they have a free kick, Sligo. Taken by McStay. And O'Neill sees that past the post. Derry City's goal kick. O'Brien. Throw. Sligo Rovers. Gabbiadini. Not quite where he intended it to go, but Boyle is there. So too is McStay. And up the chase is Johnny Kenny. And that's a free kick awarded in favour of Paul McLaughlin. So one of Derry City's Scottish Legion to take the free kick. It's a foul by O'Brien. Free kick won by Gavin Dykes. Incidentally, is the son of Sligo Rovers chairman Kevin Dykes. It's been taken by Declan Boyle. Boyle, former Donegal footballer. Hutton. Now Sligo mount an attack once more, but too many white shirts around. Really is tough in the middle of the field. Jerry Carr. But nothing came of that. Derry had pushed up. Well, we've already heard from Jimmy McGee with the referee Dennis McGard before the game. He's down on the touchline now. Jim?
Just been talking to Tony O'Doherty. He's been calling out to Paul Kinnard to constantly make himself available, stay wide when necessary, tuck in when necessary, because he feels Paul can be the match winner here.
That's Paul Kinnard, Derry City's number 11, one of the Scots. A great challenge by McLaughlin, but it's come straight to McStay, deflecting off Kevin McKeever, but all the way through safely to Dermot O'Neill. Well, that's Tony O'Doherty's potential match winner. 27-year-old Glaswegian, who's been around the clubs all right, 7 in all. Joined Derry from St Johnston, Perth. Offside flag is up. The flag was up against Liam Coyle long before he made contact. Well, he'd be the threat, wouldn't he? But linesman Paul McKeown had the flag held high long before Coyle made the contact. Here's the movement. Hutton it was up the right. Boyle closing on him. And where's Coyle? Well forward. Yes, offside. Now, will it come down for Eddie Annand? No, it would not. And it's out for the throw to Sligo Rovers, who are certainly giving as good as they're getting. Of course, it should be borne in mind that they will be in the same division next season as Derry City. So we're not really talking about a lower division team in action against a Premiership side. Here's Annand, so often a goal scorer for Sligo, but a great challenge again by Paul McLaughlin. And it's got all the way across the pitch and out. Firm and fair from Paul McLaughlin. It was Annand, two Scots tangling together. What a great challenge. Meanwhile, it's Gold. And that was Coyle, and this is Hutton. Mark McDonnell able to win it back. Now it's McKeever. Finished, tidied by Boyle. And he's picked out Kenny. This is good football from Sligo. But Kinnard is back to cover. Lawless stepped over it. It's come to Declan Boyle. Boyle playing it wide for Podrick Moran. McDonnell wants him to move forward. Slides one through to Annand. He stepped over it. Well, Kenny couldn't quite bring it under control. And in the end, he fouled Stuart Gold, and it's a free kick to Derry City. So 16 minutes of the match gone, and it's Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 0, and it's bumping up into a fine FAI Cup final. Great atmosphere in Lansdowne Road despite the weather. Gabbiadini, and miskicked by Gold. That's gone out off Peter Hutton for a throw to Sligo. Gabbiadini once more. Nice skills. And again, reveling in this. Sweeping one, aiming for Johnny Kenny, but it's cut out by McLaughlin, who's emerging as one of the personalities of the Derry defence. That was an important ball for Gavin Dykes to win. And now it's McStay having a good look around. Allen, oh, lovely play. And that has released Johnny Kenny. Kenny's cross, and Gabbiadini at the near post, beaten out of it by Paul Curran. Absolutely splendid build-up by Sligo Rovers. Anand with the crossfield run to pick up the little ball from McStay, and that prized open the defence. Here comes Anand from the side, and a lovely little ball on. Kenny released into space. That really was splendid stuff, and saved by Curran. It's a corner to Sligo Rovers. And here it comes from Moran. But there was pushing in the box. Gavin Dykes, the guilty party. High quality football from Sligo Rovers. Well, what's the reaction of the bench to that, Jim?
Yes, we've just been talking to the Sligo bench there, Chris Rutherford and Tony Fagan. Their big worry is set pieces. They feel Derry have a few things up their sleeves on set pieces. And Tony O'Doherty's just been telling me to say he wants Stuart Gall to push forward to be an attacking sweeper.
Well, that's how they're reacting 18 minutes into this FAI Harp-Lager Cup final. McStay, Johnny Kenny, real favourite with the Sligo fans. It's come up Kevin McKeever, and O'Neill had to scamper to retrieve it. It wasn't a back pass, so O'Neill is entitled to pick it up. Chris Rutherford, one of the winners in '83. Another wet day in Dublin. They'll be singing in the rain, you can be sure of that, if they should pull this one off. It's played out for Bodekam, but just a little too firmly. Sligo Rovers, of course, FAI Cup winners in 1983, having beaten Bohemians. A similar day to today. McLean, the former Partick Thistle goalkeeper, once understudied Packie Bonner at Celtic. He'll have another go with a goal kick. Joe Lawless won a Cup Winners' medal when Dave Tilson won the Cup for Bohemians in 1992, beating Cork City. Once again, the wind is behind Mark McLean when he sends him long like that. It's off the head of Donal O'Brien. Out is Dermot O'Neill. Gavin Dykes holding the offside line. And winning in the air, it's Kenny. And that challenge by Paul Kinnaird was unfair. McLaughlin, no foul. And a little bit of unhappiness there, that challenge on Kenny. Here goes Kinnaird. He's almost round Dykes. And there's another free kick. Is it? No, he's given the throw this time. And there's boos coming from the Sligo fans who felt McLaughlin's challenge warranted a free kick. Donal O'Brien, nice turn, nice shot, side net. Scorer of 4 cup goals, Donal O'Brien. This is very much his favourite competition. Picked out by McLaughlin's throw. He turned well, an economy of effort to get the shot in, but side net was the result. McLaughlin up. It's Gagliardini. And it went out, and it's Sligo Rovers. Taken by McStay. Oh, good running up the line by Allen. Couldn't quite find the cross, but Gold in trouble, and it's a corner. So, as ever, it'll be Padraig Moran who comes to take the corner. Gold put under pressure, and the ball squirting away from him over the line and giving Sligo the corner. And it'll be Moran once again to take this. O'Neill safely underneath it. And he'll wait until Derry have more than Liam Coyle forward. Nobody picked up Vodacam. Hasty. It's come to O'Brien. And then Hutton has claimed the throw. And has taken it quickly, but not so well. And they wanted McLean to come for it, and he wasn't quick enough, and Sligo have been forced into the concession of a corner. McKeever moves into the box, Paul Curran arriving too. This will be an in-swinger. It's Paul McLaughlin who's going to take it. Well, he has the option of Paul Kinnaird should he require it. On the edge of the box and unmarked is Peter Hutton. They go for the short one. Kinnaird to deliver the cross, and McLean is there to punch it. Just got it far enough away. Hutton. And Hutton's shot's a fine one. A good effort that. Trying to catch the goalkeeper off his line, just didn't dip quite fast enough. But a great shot that by Peter Hutton. That was a push by McKeever, well spotted by the referee. Just as the ball was arriving, he pushed his opponent out of the way. That's the scoreline midway through the first half. Boyle, just too long. And O'Neill delivering it deep into Sligo territory, but the ball skipping out of play. The throw is for Sligo Rovers. Well, up at the back of the East Stand, the Derry City fans are in the drive. There's more that could be said for their team. O'Neill's clearance on by O'Brien, then Kinnaird. Dykes getting it back, and it's Gagliardini. Nice turn, and a second one. Gagliardini, well, he tried to chip the goalkeeper. He's optimistic. And he's reveling in the big occasion. Hasn't played in a cup final since he was a schoolboy, he was telling me. Very good close control, and not the first time we've seen that from Riccardo Gagliardini. The latest from the touchline, Jim.
Yes, tactically, Sligo Rovers very happy with the way things are going. They're keeping Pascal Vodacam as a defender. He's not able to make those runs along the right. They feel happy about that. And if you see those subs warming up, it's merely routine. They have no injuries.
It's on from Coyle. Kinnaird was waiting for it to go out of play. There's no foul there. Offside against Eddie Adams. John Kelly, the linesman from Kildare. Free kick taken by Gordon. Kinnaird unable to control it. Well, considering the weather that we've had, and it's been appalling weather, the Lansdowne Road pitch is absolutely perfect. It stayed firm and true. Virtually no cutting up at all. When you consider it's had its rugby season already, it really is a tribute to the ground staff here. The pitch is looking the way it is. Gabbiadini seeing off the challenge of Curran and then sweeping one wide for Moran. It's Moran against Vodacca. McDonnell, Moran, McDonnell again. That's a throw. Sligo Rovers. O'Brien just about getting there. And then Gold. Now it's Kenny. And an unfortunate deflection that for Sligo, but Derry having difficulty clearing their lines. Carr and Moran. Vodacca's challenge, throw in Sligo Rovers. And they're under the cosh a little, Derry City. O'Brien. On by Lawless. This is Boyle. McLean and McStay. Not the pass he wanted to play. Johnny Kenny unable to keep it in play. It was a bit too firmly, but he does like to play football with it, Willie McStay. Just not an aimless hoof up the pitch, but he tries to find a man. Coyle. They've really done a good job on Liam Coyle's Sligo Rovers. Kinnaird might pose them a threat up this wing, but not under that kind of pressure from Johnny Kenny. Kinnaird with a quick corner from McLaughlin. McLean again favouring the fists, and over the top by Curran. Maybe it's a factor of the weather conditions that Mark McLean is choosing to punch rather than catch. I'm sure that ball could have all the qualities of a bar of soap at this stage. McLaughlin, good idea. McLean taking no chances. In his defensive mode. Now Coyle. And the first time Vodacca gets a run at the Sligo Rovers defence. And an early cross, and again McLean under pressure. Hutton against McDonnell, but the red door closed firmly shut. Hasty challenged and dispossessed Vodacca. And Hutton himself denied. And then Gabbiadini goes in. Eddie Anand. And that was for Gabbiadini to chase, but was somewhat optimistic. This was Vodacca's cross, and it was Dykes who got in ahead of his goalkeeper to head it away. Half an hour of the match gone, and this is how it looks. Declan Boyle. McStay. To the head of Eddie Anand. Oh, that's come down to Kenny. And Kenny shot. Oh, he was too hasty. Too hasty, Johnny Kenny. Derry would do well to pay attention to this kind of thing. And that first time long ball by McStay, after making the point that he tends to play them short to feet. But he went for the big one, as he had to, because he was under pressure from the pace of the pass that was delivered by Declan Boyle, but even then he made good use of it. Hutton. And the foul against Joe Lawless. Jimmy McGee is down at the pitch side.
Yes, Tony O'Doherty, the Derry boss, is just admitting that Sligo are getting on top. They've been better in the last 5-10 minutes, but he feels because of that, if Derry keep their structure, they'll hit them on the break.
Well, here are Derry attempting a break. Again, the pass just marginally too long. It's Tony O'Doherty, the nearer the spectacled figure. McDonald and Gold, and again throw is to Sligo Rovers. Watercamp, Gold to clear. But again, it's a throw to Sligo Rovers. Boyle. Oh, danger here. And McStay it was who solved the problem. Liam Coyle, right in the thick of things and causing awful problems for the Sligo Rovers defence. Kinnaird. Boyle able to clear it to Willie Hastie. Kenny, and just offside was Gabbiadini. Derry had pushed up. Gabbiadini had started his run, and he was marginally offside. Well, I wonder how often they've been to Lansdowne Road, but they're clearly supporting Derry City. And Derry City and Sligo Rovers are locked at 0-0. McKeever. In goes Coyle. Stay is there to see to it that a goal kick is the outcome. 18 months at Sligo has seen the team relegated, but there was little enough that Willie McStay could do. They were on their way down when he arrived. Couldn't turn them around that fast, but he certainly turned them around this year. From McLean to Gabbiadini, which turned into more of a defensive header. Then it's Dykes. Now O'Brien losing to Hastie. Jerry Carr. And once again it's Jerry Carr. In went Gold. And that was a foul by Gabbiadini on Gold. Well, one thing is for certain, there's neither quarter being asked nor given here. Two teams really going at it, going for it, and giving precious little away. Curran. Lawless. Oh, he's found Coyle. And Liam Coyle, with the clearest chance Derry City have had, put it straight into the arms of the keeper. Curran and Lawless with the most delicate of touches. And there's the striker at his best. First touch hitting the target, but he didn't hit it quite where he'd wanted to. And meanwhile, Riccardo Gabbiadini was injured in the challenge with Paul Curran that sent the ball to Lawless and on to Coyle. Lawless was superb there. That ball between the two defenders. Coyle tried to curl it round McLean. Didn't quite make it. Once more, Jimmy.
Yes, Tony O'Doherty's been just down, a smile on his face to tell me this is what happens when the centre-back pushes forward. It's creating those problems for Sligo. He wants goal and or Curran to continue doing that.
Well, the Derry end is certainly plenty to cheer about. Their team comes more and more into this game. And it's a throw to Derry City. Curran, Bodekin, he was fouled. Padraig Moran bringing him down. We've already seen Mark McLean's unhappiness under the high ball, that he's been punching the ball away. What's it to be this time? Up with McKeever. And McLean just making certain that clearance might fall for Kenny. And he got around McLaughlin, who pulled him down. But again, no foul, throw in. Put out again by McLaughlin. Here's William McStay once more. Now they've profited from long throws quite a lot this season, Sligo. Here's one from McStay again. But it's McLaughlin he finds. Kenny again. Once more picking up McLaughlin. McDonald missing his interception. Bodekin looking for Hutton. McDonald sliding in, but it's still Hutton. For Bodekin once more. The cross, not the best, but Dykes having to scramble to get it away. Well, certainly Derry City beginning to find their rhythm. Just 6 minutes to the break. No goals. Bodekin throws for Curran. Curran's cross, headed away by McStay. Eddie Anand, but goal has it now for Derry. Curran. That skipped off the head of Declan Boyle and has spun away for the corner. Corner number 3 in Derry City. 3 to Sligo Rovers. As ever, it's Paul Kinnaird who goes to take the corner. Here's Kinnaird's corner. And it's cleared away by Dykes. Throw once again to Derry City. You leave it for Paul McLaughlin. Five minutes to half-time. And it might fall, but hasn't quite, for Donald O'Brien. Hasty. McDonald, it was a rather rash kind of ball. Now it's Bodekin. Hutton against McDonald. It's out for a throw to Derry. Just in the middle of the picture, Donald O'Brien injured himself, colliding accidentally with a Sligo player. It's thrown for Hutton, and he might get the cross in. It's cut out low by Declan Boyle, and once more it's a corner to Derry. certainly enjoying their best spell, Derry City. A little talking to be done in the Sligo Rovers dressing room at half-time. Here's Kinnaird with the corner. McKeever just missed it. And it's Anand back defending to come and retrieve it. McLaughlin cut it out. McStay's throw. Gabbiadini dispossessed by Curran, and it's Hasty up the line looking for Anand. Gold allows it to run out for the goal kick. Well, Chris Rutherford and Tony Fagan, who's behind him, two influential personalities in the 1983 Cup win. Process of plotting another cup success for Sligo. Even Stephen at the moment as we head for half-time, 2.5 minutes away, 0-0. Goal kick. Both missing it, then it's Vodacant. He could take no chances, he'd lost control of the ball, he's put it away for a throw. Gabbiadini. Sligo's throw again, and again it's Gabbiadini. The white shirts close around him. Dykes. Against Curran. It's Dykes for McStay. Goal. Kinnaird. And now Kenny pulled out. We're in the final minute of the half as McStay takes the free kick. Gold heads it away. Lawless and out off Dykes. Once more a throw to Derry City. McKeever tried to slide it through, I think, for Hutton, but he wasn't far enough forward to take advantage. Vodacant up the line by Pádraig Moran. Throw then to Derry City as the game moves into stoppage time at the end of the first half. Throw is to Derry again. And it'll be Vodacant. Foul throw. Or was it? No, it's half-time. Scoreless first half with Jimmy McGee is Derry City manager Tony O'Doherty.
Thank you very much, George. Just Tony coming out for a moment. Can I grab him? Tony.
Yeah.
You were favourites going into it. How do you feel after the first half?
Well, I think we started strongly. They had a little period in the middle when they were the better side, but I think the last 10, 15 minutes will belong to us. If we can impose the type of game that we like to play, I believe it's there for the taking. But it's an even game, and I hope that people are enjoying it.
They're keeping Vodacon back as a fullback, and they're keeping Paul back as a fullback, so tactically they've done well there.
Oh, obviously I expected that from Woolley, but it's, you know, there are no secrets in football. It's about how you impose your game. If you impose it, there ain't anything they can do.
Go in there and give them a chat. Tony O'Doherty.
Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you very much indeed. Tony O'Doherty, the Derry City manager, at the end of a half that started brightly, that saw Sligo on top, then saw Derry on top. 2 chances apiece to Liam Coyle and Johnny Kenny, but it's still scoreless. Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 0.
Welcome back. Scoreless at half-time in the cup final. We're going to join our experts now for comment on that first half. Damien Richardson, what about that comment by Tony O'Doherty, that the game is there for the taking by Derry?
I think he's right. I think Sligo have had a very, very good period, better than Tony would admit to. He's right. Derry started well. Sligo dominated for long periods then. They won the midfield battle. They pressed down on Derry City, forcing them back. They had a very, very good period. I think Sligo needed to score there desperately in that period. That's part of the success in winning cups. When you have your good period, if you score, your tails are up. They haven't. It's no coincidence that Derry have come back and dominated the last 5-6 minutes, getting 3 corners in the trot, making the best chance they have.
Okay, bit ominous for Sligo, so you think, going into half-time?
I don't know. I think young Declan Boyle has done a particularly good job on Liam Coyle, who's the focal point of all of Derry's attacks. He's matched him, he's done well. Anytime Coyle has got away, Derry have looked particularly dangerous, but up to now they've managed to do it.
Okay, well, Coyle, in fact, nearly got away, or was involved in a move after 7 minutes. Talk us through that one, Ray. It nearly brought a score for Derry, actually.
That's right. It was. It actually came from a throw-in, and Liam Coyle got in a great cross under pressure. The forward could have done better with the ball when it came over. From here, I think it goes into a free kick. But it all came from Coyle's run down the right-hand side. It was one of the few times where he got only a half yard of space, but he made the most of it. From this free kick now, there's the half yard I'm talking about. Just enough to whip in across. And I thought maybe Joe Lawless, McKeever, could possibly have done more with it than that. But from here, Donald O'Brien, again, he steals half a yard and hits the post. It comes down and then stuck over the top. I think this is a very good header. Just a little glance, just in front. Yeah. Unfortunate not to go in.
That's right.
And I thought Big McKeever should have done more.
Yeah, keeper was nowhere there.
The keeper was lost. It was a very good free kick, in fact.
Okay.
I think the ball came back quick off the surface of the lad coming in. I mean, it caught him by surprise. That's the conditions they're under today.
It is very difficult, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And it's beginning to show as well.
It is, yeah.
Okay, what about Sligo? Gambiadini did have a chance, and in fact you said he took too much out of that ball altogether. Let's have a look at that particular thing. That came after 10 minutes.
Yes, there's great bit of skill in this part. He holds the defender off well. The defender slips a little bit. What's the skill? Turns him. Yeah, there's a space there in front of him. Look. And he wastes it. Lets the defender come across and gets at him there again.
Perhaps you could stop it and show us exactly what his options were, if we can look at that again.
Sure.
Yeah. So what you're saying fundamentally is that he was too slow there, is it?
He was. I mean, he didn't attack the space quick enough. The striker's got to attack the space as quickly as you possibly can. He created a space for himself. It was there to utilise better. And he's a good finisher. But what he should have is drawn the defender out earlier by attacking the space. Here we show here. Yeah. No cover behind the defender. He does him here.
No, stop it there now. No,
right.
So what are his options there now?
Now, by the time you let the defender come over, the only thing you can do now is pull the ball back across the box here. Yeah. Whereas if you attack the defender earlier, you had the goal to shoot at from this distance. He could have the goal, or he could have a ball across the box. But Derry have had time to get this defender here, this here, and this lad came across here. The danger was nullified there because he didn't attack the 5 or 6 yards that he created himself.
So an important wasted opportunity for Derry.
I think it could be costly. I think it could be very costly, that, yeah.
Okay. Now, you were saying very early on, in fact, Ray, in your first comment, you made reference against the Coyle, but in front of before the game, you talked about the importance Coyle would have as a striker in really good form. And in fact, we saw his skill in the offside goal. Let's have a look at that offside goal.
Yeah, he made good space for himself here. It's a straightforward one, kick from Dermot O'Neill. Donald O'Brien, I think, or Joe Lawless it was, who just nicked it on. An early cross in, and he tucked it away so well. Now, he had gone offside, there was no danger, there was no question that he wasn't offside, but it goes to show how quick and how lethal that lad can be. There were 3 passes there from the goalkeeper, and the ball was in the net, and that's one thing that Derry are very good at.
What about Hutton's role in that?
Hutton's role is simple, straightforward, but the most important part was how early you deliver the ball. It was Liam's fault for wandering offside, not Hutton's. He just delivered a perfect ball through, and Kyle does put those chances away.
Okay, we're going to leave it there for the moment. We've the cup final between Sligo and Derry at Lansdowne Road. There were plenty of scoring opportunities. None, I think, better than the one that came after 35 minutes to Coyle. Damien, talk us through that one. What did you think of that chance? One he should have taken?
Yes, one certainly should have taken. The ball comes out of the back, which I think is a big part of Derry's play now. Slipped through between the two centre-halves. There's Liam, one of the best finishers in the League of Ireland football. Should have done an awful lot better with that. I don't think it's a coincidence that the chance created by the centre-half.
If you just stop it there, if you just stop it there, okay, that's the first time that this player here, Declan Boyle, has actually left Liam Coyle on his own. He stayed with him, he's man-marked him throughout the game. And once Joe Lawless turned, he has a Sligo player here, a Sligo player here, and he just slots it straight into space behind. That's the first time that Declan Boyle has left Coyle. And from there, I genuinely thought he was going to chip him.
I thought he was going to chip him there.
The first option was certainly to chip the goalkeeper. You'll see how far the goalkeeper was out.
Maybe
on that
we can
occasion.
see that again.
He was way beyond the 6-yard box, and I thought somebody with Liam Coyle's skill would probably go for the chip. But overall, the movement in there was excellent, and Joe Lawless's awareness of where Liam Coyle's run was taking him was very important in that.
I think the build up to it, I think Stuart Gall coming out of the back is going to be an important facet of the second half, I think. The midfield is very, very tight and cluttered. Tackles are flying in. The only person really who's any time is going to be the centre-halves from either side, coming out, a little bit more time, more options than the midfield players. And Stuart Gall's a very good player in this respect. And with the elements behind him in the second half, I can see him, if he's not tied down, causing a few problems for Sligo Rovers. They've got to try and stop him coming out of the back. That will make the two strikers work even harder for Sligo, which again will aid Derry City. And I anticipate if they do their job properly in the second half, Derry, they'll gradually turn the screws with Sligo Rovers.
But I mean, Ray, we're talking about almost a full-time professional Sligo team. They're not going to wilt that easily. They must be extraordinarily fit and well backed.
Even now, they've got so many players behind the ball that it's made it extremely difficult for Derry. The part of the game where I feel I wish would settle down would be in the middle of the park. It's like a local derby as opposed to a cup final. It's battling, it's like a battleground in the middle of the pitch. It will sort itself out.
And you still go for Derry?
Yeah, I still fancy Derry to sneak it.
Okie doke, let's go back to George Hamilton, our commentator.
And welcome back to Lansdowne Road. It's still raining. If anything, the direction has changed. It's blowing in from right to left. And Sligo Rovers out of the pitch. Derry City now making their re-entry. The first half, which ended with Derry on top, but still no goals. No changes on either team at half-time. And here's Jimmy.
Yes, Chris Rutherford here, assistant manager of Sligo Rovers. Just asked Willie McStay, he's leaving the dressing room, any changes, and he says not yet. What does he mean by that?
Well, it's not yet. We're happy enough with the way we're playing at the moment. Considering we've got so many players inexperienced, not playing a cup final before, we're absolutely delighted with the first half performance. We're hoping that we can drive on second half and possibly win the game.
Tactically, you've done well on their full backs, haven't you?
Well, Van der Quinn hasn't had a kick of the ball so far. We're hoping it remains that way.
Yeah, if you Porrick to do a bit more for you in the
well, we'd like to maybe do a bit more on the attacking third of the pitch.
Listen, Dennis McCarl is ready to start. Back to your post.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Second half then will start with Sligo Rovers setting the game in motion. Riccardo Gabbiadini, brother of Markham of Derby County, and Eddie Allen, the two who are striking for Sligo today in the absence of Ger Houlihan on intercounty duty with Armagh. Hasty sending it back to Willie McStay. Hasty again. Feeling he was put in an impossible position. That return pass, throw to Derry City. McStay, and in went McKeever, and that'll go harmlessly away for a goal kick. Crowd, we estimate the order of 15,000 watching this match. Can't have been helped by the awful day that it is. But two well-supported teams, and it should be borne in mind that 15,000 would have been 5,000 more than could have been accommodated in Tolka Park had the game been played there. So there would undoubtedly have been disappointed patrons had the FAI not decided to switch to Lansdowne. Back from Curran to O'Neill. Sliced his clearance. Kept in play by McLaughlin. It's forward now towards Joe Lawless. Away by Declan Boyle. Keever and then O'Brien. Stuart Gold. Budokan out right. This is what he loves to do. Moran sliding in with the challenge. Half-lone lad. Apprenticed with Heart of Midlothian as a youngster. Budokan. Declan Boyle assuming the responsibility and sweeping one wide to Johnny Kenny, and he's round McLaughlin for once. And away goes Kenny. The cross wasn't all that it might have been. Curran rather able to take control. Well, that was McLaughlin. Declan Boyle is back. No foul there. And the throw is to Sligo. McStay for Gabbiadini. The man in space, Johnny Kenny. But a push on it more and simply slip. But the second half has begun at the same kind of furious pace as did the first. Boyle fouling Declan Boyle. Martin McDonald playing left back for Sligo, having played further forward in the '83 final. And here's Hutton. Boyle in. Curran now across to cover. Clearance picked on by Hutton. Then it's Boyle. He found difficulties in controlling the ball on the greasy top surface. So the Bears repeating is playing really well. O'Brien. Paul Curran. Up goes Coyle. It's come down for Hasty. Dispossessed by McKeever. O'Brien. McLaughlin. And Derry can mount an attack. Kinnaird. Headed away by Dykes. McLaughlin. Offside flag is up. But advantage has been played. The referee didn't see it like that. And a little bit of controversy about that. Joe Lawless had the header in. The linesman had his flag up. But the referee waved it away. Well, that's broken nicely for Hutton. Lawless has it, and he's offside. The flag went up. I think that might have been rather closer than the linesman suggested. Joe Lawless timing his run through the middle and appeared to have timed it to perfection. The linesman, with a little delay, put up the flag. It's McKeever, Coyle, now Hasty, Eddie Annand. Squirts away from Annand, and Dykes retrieves it. McDonald, Dykes, straight forward for Budokan. It's gone out for a throw to Sligo Rovers. Tough stuff for this FAI Cup final. Gabbiadini. Worth bearing in mind that at this stage at Wembley yesterday it was scoreless. They ended up having 4 goals over there. Lansdowne Road, 50 minutes gone. Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 0. one of the jewels of the afternoon. McDonald. Gold. Roll this up, but he didn't make clean contact. Now it's Coyle. Away by McDonald. Curran, a missed kick. It's Anand, and he spreads it one wide for Kenny. Hasty's gone through the middle, so too is Gabbiadini, and it's his header, and it's wide. That has to count as a chance. A beautiful ball from Anand for Kenny, and Gabbiadini might have made more of it than this. Header lacked conviction. Carlo Gabbiadini scored the second goal against Cork City in the second round, one of the shock results of this year's FAI Cup. 2-0 to Sligo it was. It's 0-0 here, but here's Coyle. That can't have been too far away from the first one. It's the old Route 1 trick, and Coyle with his strength took him past Boyle, but the shot was wide of McLean's right hand post. Chances for both sides early in this second half, but as yet no goals. Coyle failing to control it uncharacteristically. Forward by McStay, back again by McKeever. Coyle invited Kinnaird to run, but that he didn't do. Willie McStay, the ball wouldn't go fast enough for him to get the goal kick, but he got it away. Well enough as it happened until Derry won it back. Coyle, McKeever, deflection, and just over the top. Well, they're claiming it should have been a corner, and I have to say I think they're right. Kevin McKeever's shot. It was a good effort, and the deflection could well have deceived McLean. There it is, off the Sligo defender Boyle, and away. Should have been a corner. In any event, it does count as a let-off for Sligo Rovers. And of course it has to be said that Dennis McArdle does not have the benefit of an instant replay to come to a conclusion. As always on the right side, it's Willie McStay with the throw. Gabbiadini. McStay. Came off Gould's head, and it's back with O'Neill. Dykes watches. Gets there, judged it well. And it's Hasty. Just played in behind Gabbiadini. Throw to Derry City. Dykes. Now that was McKeever. And now here's Kinnaird. And a roar goes up from the Derry contingent. Still Kinnaird. Kinnaird cross headed away by Dykes. McStay, Boyle. It's come to McKeever. And then he committed the foul on Johnny Kenny. And it's a free kick to Sligo Rovers. Been industrious throughout this match, Kevin McKeever. Kenny trying to escape. McKeever's challenge made sure that he wasn't going to get past after the loose ball. It's given Sligo Rovers this free kick. Well controlled by McLaughlin, holding off Gabbiadini. And it's Coyle. And Kinnaird. Hutton wants it played into the space. And it was, but a little too firmly. Goal kick. I wonder if that another corner that got away. The ball just played a little too firmly. In they went. And I think on this occasion the referee, has to be said, was absolutely right. stay. Has to be a Derry ball. McLaughlin for Curran. That's for Budokan. And then Hopman, who's worked the area of the pitch across the front of the Sligo back four, but he wasn't going to run Mark McDonald that easily. He's won the throw though. Budokan. McDonald again. Cleared then by Moran. That was McKeever. And that's out once again. In came O'Brien. Now Liam Coyle, oh, he's got a bit of room here. And he's turned Boyle for once. And that's just too high for Joe Lawless. Good play once again by Liam Coyle. Sligo on the breakout. Kenny. Nice play. Hasty. McStay for Moran. McLaughlin to hoof it away. Roll to Sligo. Now Liam Coyle is the major threat from Derry City. And he did well there, but the cross he delivered was just too high for Lawless. Here it is, just over the top and away. Dykes. And Boyle. And McDonald. Too long for Moran. Well, let's hear how things are on the touchline. Here's Jimmy.
Yes, well, Liam Coyle actually is the man in Tony O'Doherty's mind. He is struggling a bit with a couple of injuries, as Liam, but Tony has no notion of taking him off. As he says himself, he's liable to change the game with one little piece of magic. As for Sligo Rovers, neither have they any intention of making it so at this moment, is the quote.
Thanks, Jimmy. Coyle, the aforementioned, has just won a free kick for Derry City. Tony O'Doherty on his feet out of the dugout. Still very evenly matched, these teams. That's towards the general area populated by McKeever. It's rebounded from his shins. Back it goes to McLaughlin. Hutton's in there. And Coyle. He didn't quite get hold of it the way he would have wished. Spinning away harmlessly for a goal kick. Quarter of an hour of the second half gone, and still it's as it was when we began. And really no indication that one side or the other is on top of this FAI Half-Lager Cup final. Budokan. Donald O'Brien. Tenacious play by Hasty. It's with Gabbiadini for Sligo. It's given it away to Coyle. It's for Lawless. Budokan. And stopped in his tracks by McDonald. Today, in which the defences are really on top. Opportunities to score have been at a premium. I just get the impression that if there is a goal, it could very well decide this tie. Moran. Straight to McKeever. Budokan couldn't control it. Sligo Rovers throw. The impression that the drizzle has ceased. It's still a very grey day. Handball by Curran. following the management's instructions to get forward. And this free kick will be taken by Martin McDonald. Originally from Belfast, but very much a West of Ireland man now. Or northwest to be more precise. That's Vodachan. Hutton, McKeever, Lawless failed to control it. Boyle and McDonald. Gabbiadini's onside. Curran across. He showed too much of that to Paul Curran. And Curran got hurt in that challenge. The ball was away for a throw to Sligo Rovers. This was the moment. Gabbiadini showed much too much of that to Curran. They're both okay. They're both up. And that again. And it's a throw to Sligo. McDonald for Gabbiadini. The shot from Carr, and it's Carr again. And Annan, the offside flag is up. And that would not have counted. Crucial moment. Derry managed to push up and catch Sligo offside. Just at that point. Meanwhile, Derry City mounted attack. Sligo cleared it, and it's Gabbiadini again against Curran. And once more the big defender does his job. He really is a rock at the heart of Derry City's defensive effort. Eddie Annan. Gold with him. It's gone straight to Curran. And away to Lawless, but Dykes is there. Now Willie McStay, Sligo with a bit of pressure coming here. Gabbiadini didn't rise for that. It's goal kick. Coyle. O'Brien, here's Coyle again. Almost caught Boyle flat-footed, then deceived himself. Declan Boyle able to get it away, but making life difficult for Porrickmoran. And it's a throw to Derry City, and that's Liam Coyle down and hurt, and that will be a worry to the Derry City management. And it's that old knee that's troubling him once more. Lovely skills he showed, holding off Declan Boyle. But just watch and see. Just there, he seems to damage himself. I think his stud may have caught on the ground. And he's down there receiving attention. In fact, it's not the knee that's the problem at all, it's his other ankle. But they won't want to take him off unless it's absolutely necessary. Two subs, matter of routine generally at this stage in the game, just keep him loose and limber. Coyle is recovered. This is Anand. Curran, him off Gabbiadini. McStay will clear this one. Oh, he came back up hasty. Hutton, Kinnaird for Vodachan. Vodachan's cross, and a missed kick has presented McKeever with a chance. Oh, just wide. Kevin McKeever seized on that. This missed clearance sent it straight to McKeever, and that was very close. Good snapshot by him. And we have a Sligo player down and injured, and it's Gavin Dykes, bravely trying to keep them at bay, throwing his body in the way. Well, Derry City's Sligo Rovers fans like the colour red, that's for sure. Those the Derry folk with players in the stand. Well, what's the latest from the touchline, Jim?
Story of the two centre forwards. First of all, Liam Coyle is okay. Suffering, of course, nearly all the time with little niggling injuries now, but no intention of taking him off. And Sligo have just asked Riccardo Gabbiadini to play a little deeper, come out of that 1-on-1 with the centre-back and leave them a little space. That's the word from the Sligo bench. Sligo
having to vary tactically in the absence of Ger Houlihan, and I'd have to say, from my viewpoint, it looks like they're missing him. They don't have the kind of options that they have when he's around to be the big target man for them. The Sligo fans are happy with the way things are going, and happy too that their team has a free kick at this moment. Midway through the second half, still Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 0. Martin McDonnell take the free kick. Oh, he's called for assistance from Pádraig Moran. Floated in there to that danger zone, and it was Anand who was in to try and make something of it. Now it's Dykes. Anand tried to control it. It's McLaughlin and Coyle and Lawless. See a lovely touch, Liam Coyle. That's a challenge by Willie Hastie on Joe Lawless. The free kick's been taken too quickly. I have to bring it back again. Here's the free kick. Anand was the Sligo player who got into the middle of this. It was really anybody's, but it rebounded to Derry's advantage. Free kick this time for Derry from Stuart Gold. One in the air by Dykes. And it's Coyle for Kinnaird. O'Brien in the middle, so too Lawless. That's played back from McLaughlin. And he's trying the shot. And McLean had to get down and smother it because O'Brien was hovering. 2 goals this season for the big left back. He knew how to hit the target, but McLean did well, refusing to let it escape from his grasp. Now it's McKeever for Vodacare. McDonnell taking no chances, throw Derry City. Vodacare. Curran. Got past Gabbiadini's challenge, got past Anand's challenge, but ran the ball out. Very vigorous challenge by Gabbiadini on Curran. He didn't make the kind of contact that would have caused the whistle to blow. Let's come straight to Hutton. Donald can solve the problem. He's on the throw off Hutton. Stay. Lovely play by Sligo. They're finding their rhythm again. Well, that was Carr, but now it's McLaughlin. Coyle, Lawless, space out right. And that's for Vodacare. Very good ball by Joe Lawless. Slid into the gap for Hutton. And Hutton did well, but so too did Gavin Dykes. And it's now with Martin McDonnell. Curran against Gabbiadini. Well, Gabbiadini may have been told to come away from Curran, but Curran won't leave him alone. Clock shows 25 minutes of the second half gone. 20 minutes to go at Lansdowne Road in the 73rd FAI Harp Lager Cup final. The ribbons on the cup may well be red and white, but you begin to wonder at this stage, is the cup going to be presented this afternoon at all? Both sides finding it difficult to unlock superbly organised defences. This is Eddie Anand. Oh, he's round goal, it's still Anand. Gold got back to fight in with a challenge and actually concede the first quarter of the second half. Great crowd at Lansdowne Road. Sligo fans to roar on. This Gavin Dykes is up, the other central defender Declan Boyle is up too, and the corner will come from Eddie Allen. Into the danger zone, it's there! Johnny Kenny has done it! The Sligo fans roar their delight and approval. Eddie Allen's corner, and Sligo Rovers take the lead. Allen floating it in, up went Jerry Carr, and into the net, beyond O'Neill. 27 minutes of the second half gone, and Jerry Carr breaks the deadlock, and Sligo Rovers are a goal up. And there's a challenge by Coyle that earns a yellow card immediately after the goal has been scored. Liam Coyle, the second name to go into the book, the first being that of Willie Hastie in the first half. Well, that was the goal that could well win a cup. Carr in that knot of players, just getting it deflected into the net. Wide of O'Neill, and they are absolutely delirious. Well, this is the foul that led to Martin McDonald's injury. Coyle arriving late and catching him. Chris Rutherford, the management team off the pitch, organising things, encouraging his 1983 teammate, the only man to raise the FAI Cup for Sligo Rovers. They won it in 1983. And so was Martin McDonald, Sligo player to raise the cup, though not as captain of the team. But those are the links with another famous day. The offside flag up against Anand. Coming up to a quarter of an hour to go. McDonald, Lawless, and Dykes to clear. The Sligo fans will roar everything now. Hastie, good challenge by O'Brien. Now Kinnaird. O'Brien. Here's Kinnaird again. Derry really have to throw everything forward now. Curran. And in came Allen to put it out. Well, Jimmy McGee is on the touchline, and I'm sure there seems a considerable delight down there.
Yes, Tony O'Doherty very disappointed that with all the height at the back that Derry should concede a goal. And as for Sligo, the word going out from the benches, sit as much as you can, play long balls into the corners.
Kinnaird with the cross, Hutton's in there again, so to O'Brien. Oh! Not so far away, and that's a corner. Deflected off McLean. It was Kinnaird who was the thorn in the side on this occasion. Hutton tried to force it through, then it came to O'Brien, and his effort just touched around the post. Kinnaird's corner. Cleared away by Boyle. Boudicca. McLaughlin. Saved by McLean. McLaughlin. Oh my word, they are delighted. And the wet day out in Dublin is proving all worthwhile. They've 13 more minutes to endure. When they have reduced the ball count to 1, we can resume the game. William McStay. Eddie Allen. And Gold putting it out. Plenty of singing from the Sligo fans. McStay. Gabbiadini. Hasn't gone for the corner, but it's a throw to Sligo. Gabbiadini. Nice turn. Gold to knock it away. Kinnaird to complete the job. And that's off McDonald's head. In goes Boyle. Hasty. Gabbiadini wins the free kick. And McLaughlin protests that he didn't touch the player. Here's Curran. Gabbiadini turning past him. And, well, McLaughlin caught him all right. It's a free kick to Sligo. Eddie Allen again, dead ball specialist. In goes Gabbiadini. O'Neill clutches it firmly. It's McStay. And Gabbiadini a mile offside. But all of that takes up time that Derry City can ill afford to lose. And it's all quiet on the Derry terrace. They've tasted both cup success and failure in their time. Here's Hutton. Spinning ball kept in play for Boudicca. And hasn't got the corner. A missed kick by Moran. They have got the throw in. Minutes to go. Derry City 0, Sligo Rovers 1. Liam Coyle. And it's Gold. Kinnaird to come and retrieve it. McLaughlin. Gold. And Kinnaird. A good challenge by Jerry Carr. And Jerry Carr with the winner against Glenmore Celtic in the replay. His only cup goal so far. Set a bit of a fashion, these lads, with their shaven heads. There are 4 of them in the team. Kenny. Oh, this might come for Anand. O'Neill makes the save. Coyle. It's all becoming a little desperate now for Derry City. McLaughlin. Dykes a diving header, and it's Kinnaird. McKeever for Vodacam. Up the line for Hutton. And Hutton managing to get his cross in. Donald O'Brien's in there. Declan Boyle able to get it away. And Kenny feeds Gabbiadini. 3 against 3. Gabbiadini, full of optimism, going for the shot. Went a long way away. That's the way it is now with but 8 minutes to go. Derry have won it back, combination of McLaughlin and Kinnaird. Now, not since Bray's 3-0 defeat of St Francis in the first Lansdowne Road final in 1990 has there been a scoreline other than 1-0. Can Derry retrieve this? Indeed, you've got to go back further to find more than one player who scored in an FAI Cup final. So, statistics against Derry as the game moves into its closing stages. But they will throw everything forward. Goal then for Paul McLaughlin. It's come out to Hutton. Vodacam. Up goes O'Brien. Fist for McLean. And McDonald with the clearance. Onto it comes McLaughlin. Blocked then by Carr. Then that was Kenny. It's Kinnaird. All hands to the pump now for Sligo as Derry throw everything forward. McKeever. Lawless. And McKeever's in! Oh, fine stop by the goalkeeper McLean. Brilliant stuff by Derry City. And it all ends with a corner. Kevin McKeever slicing open the defence. But just not good enough. Very high ball in. And that from Lawless is a long way away. Well, let's hear from Jimmy on the touchline.
Yes, Liam Coyle's race is run for today. They're just about to take him off. The warming up Gary Heaney. Liam Coyle is limping visibly now, so the change is shortly to come up for Derry, I believe.
Now there's the change being made. Gary Heaney will come on, and Liam Coyle will come off with just 6 minutes to go. It was a great effort by McKeever, and then Derry must have felt they were going to get in on this. Lawless sliding it through, and McKeever, but what a good save. Goalkeeper spread himself superbly. Free kick awarded to Donald O'Brien. And up go Derry once again. Here's Heaney, the substitute, but the free kick was taken too quickly. Heaney scored the winner against St Patrick's Athletic in the quarter-final. Can he deliver for them here? He's on the ball now. Curran. This is Anand. A little pas de deux with Vodacam. The free kick is awarded to Sligo Rovers. And a little bit of a row between Vodacam and Moran. And a yellow card for Pascal Vodacam. And he's very agitated, the Derry right back. But his name has been taken. Well, this was the moment. And he didn't like, obviously, something that Moran had said to him. And I suppose he could be considered fortunate enough not to be sent off for that. Certainly not what Derry need at this point in the game, with what, less than 5 minutes, less than 4 minutes to go. And in went Kenny, but behind it's gone for a goal kick to Derry. Curran. Goal. Heaney and Vodakar. Cut out by Hard was. It's now with Gold. And it wasn't too far away. Goal kick to Sligo. Here's Hutton. I don't know whether it was meant to be a lob or a cross, but in any event, nothing came of it. Now things all going wrong for Derry City now. Declan Boyle, we've just heard, has been nominated as the FAI Hartlager Cup Finals Man of the Match. And not surprising, a really stout performance he's put in at centre-back for Sligo. Vodaka. Hutton. Moran putting it out. And now Vodaka, earning the boos of the Sligo fans. Heaney back towards Vodakar. It's Boyle against Heaney, and it went out off Heaney, and it's a throw to Sligo Rovers. Vital seconds ticking away. We're approaching the final minutes of the game. And the chant around Lansdowne Road is Rovers. Sligo Rovers, victorious only once in the FAI Cup before, are now within 90 seconds of winning the Cup again. That is unless Derry City can hit that net. To be fair, they have not offered the kind of threat that would suggest they would. Long, hopeful ball from Hasty. O'Neill having to head it clear. McLaughlin getting it away from Gabbiadini. Kinnaird. Return from McKeever. It's Kinnaird still. Towards Heaney at the back, and Lawless was there, and in goes Hutton. Well, they did well on that occasion. A close call. Kinnaird and McKeever. McKeever's cross right over the top. Up went Lawless. In went Hutton and put it too high. And that's the prize. And we're in stoppage time at the end of the 1994 final. And the ribbons of Derry and Sligo still on that cup. But you can be sure that at the finish, it'll be all red and white for Sligo. Hutton. But it's Moran back defending. Handball by Gold. Free kick. And in stoppage time we are now. It's surely all up for Derry City, having given away that free kick. Be no hurry from Martin McDonnell, who now is moments away from adding a second winner's medal to the one he achieved, and is the only survivor of the pitch of that '83 Cup final winning team. That's McLaughlin, it's gone out. And McStay, who's masterminded Sligo Rovers promotion after one season away, who took them to victory in the league shield for First Division teams is now on the verge of an improbable treble. And Sligo Rovers have done it. It's all over. The cup is bound for the slopes of Benbulben. Sligo Rovers are back, and how. The First Division Championship, the League of Ireland Shield, and now, with a goal by Jerry Carr, the FAI Harp Lager Cup. A tight final played in difficult conditions with virtually incessant rain. Sligo having to weather concerted Derry attacking through the latter stages of the first half, but through the second they grew in stature themselves, and they clinched it with a goal from Eddie Annan's corner, a glancing header by Jerry Carr, who scored the cup winner. But he got their very first winning goal in this FAI Cup when they beat non-league Glenmore Celtic after a second match. That was the first round, and that was Carr's only goal. That was at Dalymount Park, and he saved his next for the premier venue at Lansdowne Road in the premier match, the decider. Delight for this team of many nationalities and many talents who will surely grace the Premier Division next season. Sligo Rovers, as cup winners too, are back in Europe. Absolute delight from the Northwest. Could have been the Northwest Cup final today, but happiness is Sligo Rovers.
Well, here's the man that must be the happiest of them all, are you?
I'm delighted for the team. We've worked hard, good result. I think we deserved it on the day. We worked hard.
Tell me about the goal.
I don't remember a lot about it. I just attacked. I got a slight touch. I think it might have come off someone else, to be honest, as well, a defender or something. But I got a slight touch. Delighted, overjoyed. I'm claiming it. My God, I'm overjoyed.
Good team performance.
Yeah, brilliant team performance. All the lads, we all deserve it. Worked hard all year. Delighted.
Well done,
delighted. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, as Ray Tracy said, I think he's delighted. Well, Ray, he's entitled to be, isn't he?
He is indeed, yeah. And I'm pleased for Sligo Rovers as well. They've grafted very, very hard today. The two central defenders, Boyle and Gavin Dykes, they did a hell of a good job. And overall, they were worth it.
Yeah, you mentioned at half-time that Boyle had done a fantastic job in defence, and I saw he's...
yeah, there he is there, and I think if ever a player deserved a medal, he does. He's from Killybegs, by the way, so I'd say there'll be some celebrating done tonight up in Killybegs.
I think when Derry had their opportunity built in the second half, the crossing let them down very, very badly. There were some great positions, and the crossing was very, very poor in the day, and they paid for it. And Sligo quite rightly are celebrating. It'll be a great night and a great couple of days in Sligo.
It's a wonderful end to their season, isn't it? I mean, they've
fabulous,
achieved so much.
Fabulous. I mean, you can't begrudge them at all, because it's fairy tale, isn't it? I mean, it's the old cliche, cup cliche, fairy tale, but it certainly is.
OK, talk to us about the goal, Damien.
The only mistake Stuart Gall made was here. Was it? No, it doesn't close him down. Lets him turn and get at him. See this? Never let a forward do that to you. He does him. He gets back, but it's a corner kick, and they score from the corner. Never ever let a forward turn and run at you like that in that position. Anywhere near your box, don't let him turn.
I think from there, the actual ball, look, it just fit in one place. There was nobody on the full-back, on the goal post, if you notice that. McLaughlin had stepped off. You look at the back stick. Yeah. He stepped out there, and it slotted straight into where he just walked away from. Yeah. Dermot O'Neill had no chance in the goal at all.
Sad. Well, we see Michael Hyland there making the presentations to Derry. Let's go back to George Hamilton.
Thanks, Bill. Yes, sad moment for them. They've tasted victory and defeat in recent years in the FAI Cup. They won it in '87, they lost in '88, and they've lost again in 1994. Joe Lawless, a winner with Bowes in '92, and Paul Kinnaird and the goalkeeper Dermot O'Neill, beaten for the second time by Sligo Rovers in his career in a cup final. But now, for the moment that they have hoped and waited and prayed for all these years, Gavin Dykes, the chairman's son, congratulated, and there's his dad giving him a warm embrace. Kevin Dykes, chairman of Sligo Rovers. It means so much to the family, so much to the town, or the city as they call it in Sligo. Here's the FAI Cup. It's with Gavin Dykes. It's been won by Sligo Rovers. there's no question at all that the most colourful band of fans will be a welcome addition to the Premier Division scene next season. And they enter the Premier Division as Division 1 champions, as League Shield holders, and as FAI Cup holders. Another prize for Declan Boyle, Irish Schools Player of the Year just a matter of years ago. Riccardo Gabbiadini, Eddie Annan, scorer of so many vital goals, Johnny Kenny, and then Willie Hasty, Martin McDonald for the second time with Sligo Rovers a cup winner, and that's unique. It's a day of delight for the folk from Sligo. Been well worth the trip to Dublin, and they're all singing in the rain. I really have to say they've revitalised soccer in the Northwest. They fully deserve this honour. They've certainly worked hard for it today. And there's the manager, Willie McStay. Third trophy that they have won, Sligo Rovers. And there's the goal that decided it. Eddie Annan's corner, and Jerry Carr to the back of the net. And Sligo win the cup.